and welcome back. Today I am filming a full daily vlog, a day in the life of Bex on prep. The last two videos I posted, you saw me go back to the gym for the first time. You saw me have my full day of cheating and eating whatever I wanted before I started prep. I am now in week 2 of prep, so I'm gonna take you along for the ride. I'm gonna show you a day in the life of me, what I do on a daily basis, what I eat. I'm gonna show you some training today, and yeah, I'm just gonna show you what I get up to, really. My daily routine in terms of what I do at different times of the day is pretty similar. Like, you've just seen my morning routine. Like, every morning I wake up, we take the dog for a walk, I do my cardio, I prepare my breakfast, I respond to some emails first thing in the morning, and maybe listen to a podcast whilst I'm doing my sprints, and then I get showered, dressed, put a new gym outfit on for the rest of the day, and then I head to have breakfast, and then after breakfast I start my work. After work, I then have my pre-workout meal, I go to the gym, I do some more work in the evening afterwards. So my structure and my routine for the day is pretty similar, and I keep it fixed in terms of timings, but what I do each day differs. So I'm gonna take you along for the ride today and show you what I do on a Tuesday, because today is Tuesday, the 22nd, 23rd, I think, of June. Yes, but it's time for breakfast, I'm hungry. And here we have a dead dog. He actually really likes his crate. He loves going in here and having a sleep, and then he sleeps like a contortionist. Does anybody else's dog do that? He looks broken. Looky. Dead dog. I guarantee by the time I go to the kitchen and start making my breakfast, he'll wake up and I'll hear him. He'll start making some noises being like, "Let me out, mummy, I want my breakfast too." Okay, so before I started my cardio, I prepared my oats. So that's 60 grams of oats. I soaked them in hot water. Got my supplements already, which I'll show you in a second. I cracked my eggs. So I've got 2 whole eggs and 2 egg whites in here. I've turned the pan on. Now I'm gonna spray it with some palm spray. Get the pan nice and hot. I've also got my coffee machine ready to go. And everything runs like clockwork. For me, it's all about multitasking for breakfast to try and get everything done in as little time as possible. So now my oats, I'm gonna pop into the microwave. Gonna heat them up because they're cooked, but I like them nice and hot. 2 minutes. I'm also going to get a very dodgy looking apple. I've got 50 grams of apple on my oats, so I'm gonna see if that's 50 grams. If not, I'll cut it and get some more. And yeah. Pan's almost hot. When that's hot, I'll whack the eggs on. Look at that! Happy days! By the time I cut all like the scummy bits off, it's 50 grams. And everyone always asks how I make my smiley eggs. And to be honest with you, I think it's just the way in which the pan sits, because when I pour these in, you'll see the yolk sort of go to the left of the pan. Like that. So that then when it cooks, it looks like 2 eyes, and then I make a smiley mouth with my sauce. I know, I'm very sad. But supplement-wise, apart from the 2 tablets in there that are my skin medication, Myroacetane, these are what I take every morning, and some I actually take at night as well, which I'll show you a little bit later. And I do take glucose with my high-carb meal post-workout. But multimin, I take 2 of those. Turmeric for joint support, inflammation, digestion, like all of that thing. I take 2 of those, 1 in the morning, 1 at night. Those I take 2 morning, 2 night. Omega, 1 in the morning, 1 at night. Daily greens, morning and night. Digest aid. I don't have a massive problem with my digestion, so I just take 1 in the morning, and that kind of sorts me out. I also take vitamin C first thing in the morning when I wake up before I go for my dog walk. And I take collagen and glutamine. So I just have like 500 mils of that, and I sip on that before I start my cardio. And then TUDCA for kind of overall organ health, supports liver function, bile flow, all that kind of stuff. And I think that's really important when you're on a high protein diet and you're an athlete and you're serious about training. That's pretty much it. And I take all of those this morning with some BCAAs in my water. I drink that with breakfast, with my coffee. And yeah, there are some other substance stuff I take across the day, and I'll show you those a little bit later on. 50 grams of apple on top of my 60 grams of oats, and then I'm also going to add in some nut butter. But yeah, top tip, put it on the scales first and then minus it. Makes life so much easier. And you know this natural nut butter has got all the oil in it, so I'm totally not going to be able to do this. But let's see, with one hand. Okay, so that's 10 grams. Let's go again. Try and get it out without splashing myself with oil and taking too much. This one, I think, actually is peanut butter with coconut oil as well. I'll show you in a second. Oh my gosh. No, too much. Not 1 gram more, not 1 gram less. Gotta get it spot on. That's terrible. I can't do this with one hand. Especially when the nut butter is so tough. 23, go away. There we go. We got there in the end. Come on, man. Consistency matters. Eggs are done. Gosh, everything's so much harder when I'm doing it with just one hand. But there you go. There are my eggs. Gotta make them smiley. 2 seconds. Make my smiley eggs. Don't watch that dirty fridge. There you have it. Breakfast. I literally love meal one, and I've probably eaten eggs and oats for the last 2 or 3 years, and I don't even mind. I'll eat it every day till I die. It's literally the best meal. Making my breakfast. I could hear you. I could hear you. Are you ready? Are you ready for your breakfast? Off he goes. Right, I've got your water. Yeah. Your breakfast is there. Oh my goodness, straight in for the steak. Yeah, you get steak and biscuits. Oh my goodness. Steak's only every other day though. But you insist on eating it in the gym. Oi, Lokes, come on, we've talked about this. Chug your water, people. Okay, I've had my breakfast. I'm in my little office. I'm fully aware that it's quite echoey in here, but there's nothing I can do to help that. I'm just about to set off to work. As I said, it's Tuesday, and I'm going to take you through what I do, not just on a daily basis, but also on a weekly basis. I am very conscious of time management when it comes to running my own business, because there are multiple things that I'm kind of juggling at the moment. So I've got my Instagram accounts and my coaching business online through my website. That's my main business. But then in terms of other avenues, I've also got my podcast. I have my YouTube channel, which you guys are obviously watching now. I have other companies that I'm working with and other affiliates that I'm associated with at the moment, where there are other projects building. And in addition to that, I'm also supporting some other clients and friends with their own businesses. And that's kind of another avenue that I'm going down in terms of business coaching as well. So I'm going to show you my diary, because I feel like if you see my diary, you'll see how organised I am in terms of what I structure for each of my days. And I've been like this, I would say, since before lockdown. But I think during lockdown, I just got really meticulous with timings and kind of really conscious of managing my time in that way to make sure that I had certain tasks that I was doing on certain days and deadlines I could hit. So I'm going to show you that now. So we will start with Monday. On Mondays, I have check-ins, and that's normally when I start my podcast prep. On Monday evening, I also send out a weekly newsletter. So if you're not on my mailing list and you want to be on my mailing list, that's where I send out all my information about things that are going live on my Instagram, YouTube links, podcast, all that kind of stuff. So that's Mondays. On Tuesdays and Wednesdays, I don't have check-ins. So I don't take any check-ins on a Tuesday and Wednesday, because on Tuesday and Wednesday I have my coaching calls with my business clients. So I have those scheduled in via Zoom. And then what I also do is I transfer any kind of podcast prep comes in here as well, where I start really drafting my ideas. And then I book in any other calls in the evenings that I need to have there as well. And then on Thursdays, Fridays and Saturdays are my main days for check-ins. So I have a lot of clients that I work with on those days. So Thursdays is also the day where I upload my podcast. So I start kind of prepping it and thinking about it there. I draft my ideas throughout these few days, and then I record it and upload it on a Thursday. On Friday, massive day for check-ins, and then I have my big ass leg day on a Friday, which kills me because it's the last day of the week. So I don't know, that's why I always have it in bold on a Friday, be like, leg day, And then on Saturday, I also have lots of check-ins, but Saturday is the one day where I take off the gym myself and I rest, because I've had a full week of training, leg day the day before. I need that rest day. It's also my own personal check-in day on a Saturday too. And then on Sunday, I have new plans. I have my YouTube upload, so whatever I've filmed in terms of YouTube footage throughout the week, I upload and edit on that day. I don't have any check-ins on a Sunday, but I do write new plans for clients, and then I have my team Zoom with all my Team Bex girls. So that's where I have a big Zoom session with them. They will log on, we have a specific topic that we talk about. Like last week we talked about, what did we talk about? Oh, we talked about the different types of eating, and then the week just gone before that we had a discussion about a female cycle, and then as you look at each day, it then carries on. So I have a similar sort of theme, and what that does is it keeps me accountable to my business goals as well as my own personal goals. I just find this so helpful. Now, don't get me wrong, there are things that I do on a daily basis that don't go on my calendar or in my journal, like obviously managing responses to DMs on my Instagram, emails that come through, coaching requests from my website, loads of other things that just happen every single day, but those things happen regardless of my schedule. Those tasks that are in there are kind of like my big tasks and things that I need to focus on and kind of attack each day. And I found that since launching my own business and running my own business, rather than having a whole list of things to do, popping them onto a calendar and having specific days for things has just made me really accountable and definitely, I would say, more successful in achieving them. There are times when things might slip or they might have to go onto a different day. Like for example, last week was week 1 of prep, but we were also finalising stuff with the villa, the house that we're moving into. So my timings were all off and I had to upload my podcast on a Thursday, and I prepared it all and it was ready to film, to record. But when I went to record it, I was like, oh my gosh, it's 9 o'clock. I was like, I'm so exhausted. Maybe I'll just record it tomorrow. And then I was like, no, Bex, you have a deadline. You're supposed to upload your podcast episodes every Thursday, just get it done. So I started recording it at 9:45, and then about 10:15, I'd finished recording my podcast. I uploaded it, got it up onto Apple Podcasts. Yeah, so sometimes things like that happen, but I think having those deadlines and keeping myself accountable has really helped when running my own business. So I've got a couple of requests that have come through. I've got to do a few inquiries now. I actually have a new plan to write, which I normally do on Sunday, but this person wants to start really soon. So I'm going to write that new plan now, and then I'm going to jump on my Zoom calls with my girls. And I thought I would share this with you guys because I posted it on my Instagram, but it isn't our wedding anniversary, it's actually my business anniversary. This time last year in June was the time when I quit my job, full-time teaching, and literally went all in with my business. I'd obviously spent time before leaving my job and quitting my job, building my business online, setting my goals, intentions, knowing where I wanted to go forward with my business. But yeah, last year, June. So it's been a whole year since I've been fully in charge of my life, my goals and my business. And my friend Steph, my best friend, who also lives in Dubai with me, she sent me this, which is so cute. So it sits on my office desk right there with my podcast mic, my computer for editing and doing all graphic work and design. This is my laptop that I work off mostly for client work. I've got my diary there, my phone open, bits and pieces, and yeah, this makes me happy. It's my little happy place. Had one call now. I've got another call to go on in just a second, but this is my next meal. 200 grams of chicken, 150 potato, and I'm going to put 10 grams of this on top as well. Time to head to the gym to go and train glutes. I'm going to try this pre-workout today. It's the pre-workout Elite, which doesn't have any beta-alanine in, which doesn't really agree with me, I'm not gonna lie. It makes me feel a bit tingly, but I've got legs, so I definitely want to have some high performance today. So I've got the armor shaker with some ice. I'm gonna have that on the way, and I will catch you guys at the gym. There was me being all smart, saying I had my bag all packed, and I've just got to the gym, and I don't have my headphones, and I don't have a towel. And I need headphones for leg day. And I'm definitely gonna sweat. Wish me luck. Haha, yes! Hubby has his leg day saved.
Up, come on, there's more. Drive, drive, drive.
Hamstrings done. If you don't look like this after leg day, you didn't work hard enough. And they're right, AJ.
We had leg day as well.
Oh my God. AJ trained legs of Darren. That's fun.
Hey, it's not meant to be easy, right? Look at this. This is proper work. Proper.
He's training in a hoodie. What's the matter with him?
It's a yellow man.
Oh man. Time to go and get my post-workout meal. But I don't know about you guys, but I need to sit down after leg day. I'm a mess. That was good. Before I go upstairs to eat this, because it'd be really noisy upstairs, I thought I'd show you what it is. I have 60 grams of cream of rice post-workout, and yeah, Darren makes this for me every morning. He cooks it, does all the magic stuff to it. I don't know what he does, but it tastes amazing. And I have this post-workout. So it's been chilled all day in the fridge, and I'm gonna eat this now and then head home. We're home now from the gym, and it's time to take little Loki, not so little Loki. Where is he? There he is. Time to take him out for a walk. Sunset walk. But we have a problem. He's chewed off his harness, so now we have to try and put an old harness on until the new one comes tomorrow. Dog mum problems. Who else has a dog that chews everything? Yes, you do. You chew everything. What are we gonna do? Huh? What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? We've got to put a different harness on you. Your old one now that you've half chewed. Let's see if it'll fit you just for tonight's walk. And hopefully we'll get a new one tomorrow. Hopefully we get a new one tomorrow. Hopefully, 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 hopefully. Ha 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 ha. Bounce, bounce. It's not time to play. We're gonna go for walkies. Walkies, 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 walkies. Ah. Did you enjoy that? Yeah. We went outside and we saw all of your friends in the park. You had a little husky party, didn't you? With your friend Sim Sim and Peanut and Neo and all the other huskies. Oh my goodness. How about you? What do you want? Want some food? You've got food. Time for my next meal. Look at that. Steak in the air fryer. 200 degrees, 6 or 7 minutes I think it is, and then we just let it sit there whilst we went for a dog walk. That's gonna be perfect. And I also have rice and veg with this too. Before I have this meal, I take 3 of these just to help with the absorption of carbohydrates and glucose management. It basically just helps with the uptake of the carbs in this meal because it's my highest carb meal of the day. So I have this every day, just 3 of those tablets. And I will show you that meal in just a sec. Look at that. Perfect. And there you have it. 200 grams of white jasmine rice that have just been coloured with turmeric, which we cook in here. 100 grams of mixed veg, even that I weigh out, even though it's frozen veg, just so I know I'm being on point with that. And then 100 grams of steak.
It's like we lost traction, and the next thing I knew, we were just thrown upside down, every direction.
Previously on the Vampire Diaries.
Anything stronger than your craving for blood is your love for this?
It's now about 9:30. It is time to have my last meal and to chill. And this is what I look like at the end of the day. And there's no shame. I literally have got my pajamas on, my hoodie, dressing gown. I've got all my face creams and everything on to sort my skin out. And I'm ready to watch Vampire Diaries with a cup of tea. And I cannot wait. Is anybody else addicted to something else on Netflix? Let me know what you guys are watching. Comment down below and let me know what you like to watch at night before you go to bed, because that is the way I like to unwind. 2 episodes of something, if I'm lucky and I don't fall asleep in the 2nd episode. And then, yeah, time for bed. I'm going to show you my last meal and I'm going to close off the video here. And this is my last meal of the day. I've got what used to be my Beck's junk bowl, but I've blended it. So I've got 200 grams of zero fat Greek yogurt, 100 mils of unsweetened almond milk, 100 mils of water, 100 grams of mixed berries, a scoop of ISO whey, and I think I've got banana flavour in this one. And then I've got 2 squares of dark chocolate. I'm not going to drink them, I just put them in there when I carry them in here. I normally actually dunk them in my cup of tea. And I've just got an English breakfast cup of tea and my BCAAs to drink before I go to bed. And Vampire Diaries, I'm good to go. That is literally my day. This is me closing off the video now. I hope you have enjoyed it. I hope you've taken something from it, whether it be the epic leg workout that nearly killed me and has resulted in me sitting in my pajamas feeling quite sorry for myself and my legs, or whether it be the little chat I had in my office about being organised and, you know, being on top of your time management. Let me know what's been helpful. Let me know what you guys want to see next. And I hope you've enjoyed this vlog, and I will catch you in the next one soon. Bye, guys. Oh, do you want to say goodbye? You want to say goodbye, Lokes? Say thanks for watching. What about you, Stitchy? Stitchy, you want to say goodbye? Aww. Are you guys Team Stitchy or Team Loki? Hello, baby. Bye, guys.